we're still looking at question 5. This video is going to cover 5.3 and 5.4. So let's get started. It's saying we need to create a query called QRY5_3 based on the athlete table. So the first thing I'm going to do is just open up the table, and then I'm going to go to create. Over here I'm going to find the group for queries and click on query wizard. Okay, query wizard, a simple query wizard, and we say okay. And because I've opened the table up, it says here table athlete. If I didn't open the table, I would have to select the correct table from the list. Okay, now it's saying display only the athlete and gender of the athlete. So we need athlete and gender of the athlete. Those are the two that we're definitely going to need to show. And then it says sort the query in descending order according to the athlete. Okay, and display all the athletes that participated in swimming. So if I need to display the athletes that did swimming, I need to make sure to add the event. Who has set a record, and I need to make sure I add records. Alright, so now I'm going to say next, over here, next. And at the top here, where it says what title do you want for your query, I'm going to say QRY5_3. So now the last option here, it's got two little radio buttons. The first one says open the query to view information, and the second says modify the query design. Now if you know you need to go into the query design, you can click on the little radio button at the bottom, or if you want to see what the query looks like before you change anything, you can click on the top and say finish, and then you can see the whole query. Now we need to change a few things. As you can see, event, we can see records. We shouldn't be seeing those two fields. And over here we should only be seeing swimming and those that set a record for swimming. So we need to go into the design view. And here in the design view, the first thing I'm going to do is make sure that I don't see the fields. If I go here to run, you can see that they took away the fields. Now what we need to do here is under event, we are going to say swimming. Under the under the records, I'm going to say true. Okay, I'm going to say true because I want it to be ticked if they did break a record. And then the last thing over here, they say that we need to sort the query in descending order according to athlete. So athlete, sort, over there, click on descending order, and now when I run the query, you will see the athletes in descending order. You'll see the gender of the athletes. The last two columns we won't see, but you know that it's for swimming, and these are the people that broke the record. Alright, so save and close the query. Click on save and close the query. Now the next says open the query 5_4. So we don't need this table open. We are going to double click on query 5_4, and it says change the query to display as shown in the example below. So if you look at the example below, they've got the first event, athletics, then they've got cycling, and on the side here they've got the average of the net worth for all the athletes that are male within athletics, and then the average net worth for all of the athletes doing cycling that are male. So the first thing let's do is get rid of the female on the list. So design view, and the easiest thing to do is to go here to the gender field and just type M for male, and then you'll see that it only pulls out all the M's for males. Now we've got a lot of swimming, a lot of athletes, triathlons and so forth. So what we need to do is group it by event, and then we're going to calculate the average here. So the way we do this is inside the design view, we are going to click on this totals column here, and you'll see there it says total, group by. I'm happy with the grouping by event. It can also group by gender, Not that it's going to need that because it's only male. And then over here, we're going to say average. So as soon as I run it, you can see it says athletics, male, and then the amount is exactly what you see in the example. 28,668,537 and 38. Alright, so that is done. It looks exactly like the table. The only thing now at the bottom here, they have a totals column. So now in this view, we're going to go to our totals. Here the row appears, and in this column here, we need to click and say sum, because they want it to display the total of the average of network. So the total, we need to sum it up to get the total. And there we go, all done. The hashtags means that the column is not wide enough, the same as Excel. So we double click to open it up, and there you can see it gives us the exact same value as the example in the test. Alright guys, so that was question 5.3 and 5.4. Remember to save this query and close it. Well done.